Hi everyone, welcome back live again. Just wait for a couple of you guys to pop back on here. Just me going, it doesn't even matter. Me going live is just easier way for me to also to videotape right now and upload. So there's many ways to protect yourself at nighttime, protect your house. This room is currently protected and doesn't need for me to mark with cascarilla, but this is a tool that you can use. This person I had in mind, I just didn't have time to get back to them. They were prescribed to have basil in water glass by their bedside, I think, and do basil floor wash and drink basil tea, um, which helped. But there's other things you can do. Set up water glasses with camphor in the four corners of your rooms. Do this cascarilla method like I'm going to show. Hi, Tony. Um, camphor and water glasses too under your bed, four corners of your room, four corners of your place. I told them also to pray to there's a Kardec prayer, and you can go to Boveda, ask for protection before you go to sleep. There's a lot of things you can do, but you can mark yourself with cascarilla before bed, and you can just crumble some cascarilla and put it in four corners of your bedroom or your house, and it's also good for peace in the home. There's a lot of things you can do for peace in the home, but I'm mainly talking about protection and unwanted, I guess, spirit influence using cascarilla. Bible open to certain psalms, there's use of the scissors, protection techniques. There's a bunch of things you can do, but I'm just specifically going into cascarilla. Basically, so I can show you guys how to use it. But yeah, super important to pray to your spirit before sleep, for your guardian spirits, etc. Be up on your spiritual cleansing, hygiene, which this person was extra also as well. But there's other tools and things you can use. So yeah, I believe I have my cascarilla right here. So it's eggshell chalk. It's basically chalk, eggshells, white eggshells that are ground down, and supposed to have some holy water added to it as well in the making of it and being prayed over, but you don't know when you get it from Botanica, so you can do that. So, and I'm also going to show you guys a little bit about waist wraps and stuff like that, like for if you go to someone new, you go to a new spiritual event, a spiritual house, or you just want to use it to protect yourself. You can also do that too, and I'll show you how. So first, I'll just show you how to mark a door. A lot of people know how. Some people just do like a circle around the door, like so. And you can just go along the carpet or the floor as well in front of the door. And it's shell, so it's a personal protectant. It's like a crab shell helps protect, or the soft snail inside the shell is like armor. It's white. It's a very pure element. So I normally don't just do the circle around the door. There's many ways to do this. Some people like to just put crosses around the door frame, on top of the door frame, on the side. People mark the door also around Three Kings Day, but also just on the door. You can do above your bed too, above your bed frame, above the head of your bed. You could also mark a cross there if you want. Hanging crosses are good, etc. So yeah, there's the marking of the morto corner where you want to do elevations for spirits. And then there's also the marking for Egan shrines, which is more in Lukumi as well. And that denotes a sacred space, but also protection, protects all the offerings there and from any other spiritual interference as well. And it's a different system, it's a different way of keeping some of your dead than the Boveda. It's more African traditional way in Lukumi. But if you see certain things like the tile, Babala was telling me the other day that marks the Odu, marks the sacred space. So cascarilla isn't as required for that. But it's a little bit more than I want to get into. I just want to get into like just, for your home, stuff like that. Because then you would need someone to help guide you with that anyways. So, but I mainly just do the semicircle over the door. Just do the semicircle. And then you do the 9 lines. And that's kind of like spikes. So it's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's kind of like rakes. It's kind of like rakes, or if you think of like palm leaves, kind of like, or like a car wash. It kind of like helps prevent certain energies from entering, etc. The marking is the I don't know the Odu, and I'm not a Babala, and the Babala has to make it, and I think only men can get it too. But the Odu for the male dead is on the front. I think the female is on the back, and then that's kept at the Egan Shrine with. If you receive also the stick of the dead, certain stones, it's just a different. Hi, Julian. Hi, Eileen. So that's basically how you can mark a door, or you can just mark above your bed for protection in the night. Put cascarilla chalk. You can sprinkle on your sheets, or put, or again, like I said, sprinkle in 4 corners of your room. So you can do that with cascarilla for marking. There's a lot of other things that can be marked with cascarilla. Normally, as much marked with cascarilla. This is different things I'm talking about right now, more spiritual, based in with the dead and stuff like that. So there's certain parts of the body that can be marked or not marked, and it's known to be used for personal protection marking on the body. So like I said, hygiene's important. Wearing head wrap also can help you have an additional spiritual layer of just protection or between you and spiritual realm, or help keep your head more clear and focused. Stuff like that with the head rinses and white baths and stuff you want to be doing. So there's no like just one thing like, okay, you just do this, you just put basil in a water glass and maybe nothing else will happen. I mean, maybe yes, maybe that would solve the problem, but I'm just saying that this is a way of life and different things that we do to help protect yourself and things we do. And if you're medium, spirits are going to be coming to you regardless anyways. So since like I don't know a ton about Ocha and Santeria and stuff like that, but I've heard about, cascarilla, why certain people should not put it on their forehead, stuff like that. And it always felt strange to me, like doing it. So I've stopped doing that. But the back of your neck is a portal, and it's good to mark there very spiritually sensitive centers. And also in your white bath is mainly going to be some crushed cascarilla anyways to go over your head. It's just marking your forehead, something personally. Yeah, I know. But I'm going to show the body. I'm going to show marking the body, and that's why I'm not showing myself talk purposely right now. And then also it's because I showed marking the door. So, but yes, so what you want to use, for now I'll be on the camera, but then I'll be off. So what you want to use is crosses, basically, but there's also going to be some lines drawn around the body as well. So back of the neck, I do a cross here. Cascarilla can also be crushed and put into your shoes for protection where you walk, just against other negative energies where you're stepping, where you're walking, etc. Some people crush it up and add it to Florida water spray around the room. You can spray yourself with it too. Neck, I also do. If you have like certain like blockages, and again, like where negative energy might accumulate, or you have problems in those areas, it's good just to shield them. And also, it's also very spiritual. Enter. It's like a vortex there, your throat. In the back, it's known in many cultures, and we also say that's a main spirit head sort of entry point. So you can do your chest or your stomach if you want. I definitely recommend doing at least your stomach. Again, across. The other thing you can do is do like a waistband. So all the way around. So you would mark this on your skin, not your t-shirt. You would go on your waist underneath and do a cross or do a belt all the way around. Like put it on your white clothing? No. No, but I might mark myself before Misa, etc. So that's what I'm going to talk about is, so I have my 7 colored, you can't really see it right here, but I'm going to put down the camera anyway, except to mark the rest of my body. But this 7 colored cloth right here, can't really see all of it, but because it's kind of off camera, but we would use that as incense for 7 different colors. And then in many other traditions, they use a belt of 7 different ribbons. Some use 9, just depends on the tradition and where you're using it. And this is used during cleansings in different ways. This one's no good because now it has a knot in the bottom that I'm not going to solve. And they're usually like braided too, and they usually use 7 colors except for black or brown, but it just depends on the person and why they're using it. So besides like using it in breakings to cleanse a person, you can make a belt like this. You could also get a really large white bandana, like a 32 by 32 or even larger, I guess, depending on your size. You tie your waist with it and you mark that cloth with cascarilla. So this, you would mark with cascarilla or the white bandana, whatever waist tie you have. Some people in their tradition use red ties instead. Just depends. So did you use this tie in Palo? I know we use it my sensei lineage. So yeah, you would mark this cascarilla and then you have it around your waist. So this one has bells on it. You don't need to have bells on it. This keeps bad spirits away as well. So this one was actually worn during breaking something on somebody, and then you can keep it on your voodoo altar if you have that. If you don't have that, it's usually kept with your Palo stuff, or some people even keep this tie like on their boveda and stuff to their spirits to help protect them, stuff like that when they're going to use it. So this is tied. It can be worn under your clothes or over your clothes. But in Palo too, that's why they tell men to untie their belts, because tight shoes and tight belts and everything actually restricts spirit flowing through people and divination. That's why we don't want arms and legs crossed during Misa as well. It can impede spirit influence. So this is just, again, will restrict spirit influence, prevent unwanted mountings, stuff like that. Right? Of course, you should be wearing your head wrap. So that's one thing you can do. It might be uncomfortable for use during sleep, so that's not what I would do, but I just wanted to show you guys more about something you could do for Misa, or like if you don't want to get mounted, or for protection, or whatever. Depends on what spiritual work you're doing. You can use something like this, okay? Any questions so far? Hi. All right, so I'll continue showing you the marking. So on your waist, on your skin, all the way around, do across. Also both wrists, all the way around. Okay, we usually say that spirits like to jump on your back, and that's why you marked your neck, back of your neck, or pull you by the waist. That's also why you did your waist, or just like to pull your hands or your arms. Stomach is a big spiritual sort of center as well, but just grabbing hands and feet, especially if you're standing, because spirits can come up from the ground, and that's also why you can put it in your shoes. Hope you guys can hear me. Yeah. So hands are done. You could also do crosses on the hands if you want. I used to all do crosses, but then I started doing lines because the grabbing thing, like the crosses are protected, but it just seems more solid all the way around to do a line. So this, you can mark another person, not just yourself. If there's another person's being spirit bothered, or it's good for anxiety and stuff like that too. It's very calming to do too. Okay, the other area you're going to mark is your feet. So crosses, again, ankle all the way around. Okay, You're going to do this. Okay. And you can also do bottom of your feet if you like, or just in your shoes. Now, I knew a Babylao that would mark all his face with white. He's been on YouTube before, and that's also in Spiritual Wars for protection, stuff like that. Because that really represents the person as well as like the face of the person. So, do you guys mark yourselves any way different? Different areas of the body can be marked. If something's like, say you're feeling like a burning on your arm, then you would definitely put like a cross there, or do that to protect that area. Whatever area is being affected, you're gonna also concentrate with that with cascarilla. Another thing you can do is mark your hand, your right hand, with chalk. This one's a bit crumblier and not as thick with the chalk than my cascarilla, but it will work. So you mark your right hand completely. Okay. And then you're going to mark that above your door if you can. There you go. So now that's marked with the hand of God, the protection of justice, and mercy. You've marked your door also with higher energies with the hand of God. So that's something else you can do. I don't know if anybody else has any quick questions about using cascarilla. But try that, see if that helps you guys, if that helps. Something really simple that you can do. It's a lot easier to show than get into this and show multiple people how to do this. And take the time to show one person how to do this. Something easy you guys can do. Yeah. If you guys got anything else to add, then add it. Or any other requests to do. I've been meaning to do this one for a little bit. So, yeah, enjoy.